So welcome everyone. We're so excited to tell you about this master's project. It's a perennial favorite, and I have here Dr. Ann Fullerton, Professor Emeritus, is going to tell you about this Kiwanis Camp project. And thank you so much, Ann, for telling the students about this favorite master's project over the years.
I want them to get interested in this project, so thanks for the chance, Sam. So one of your project choices is to do your master's project up at the Mount Hood Kiwanis Camp. The Special Ed Department, PSU, have had a relationship with the camp for 45 plus years. We've had 4,000 undergrads participate and hundreds of master's students in special ed participate at the camp as counselors. So all of these papers I'm showing you are going to be in a PowerPoint attached to the email with this video. But this project does run, as you can see, from summer and fall of 2019. I'm going to show you that sequence of activities. And when you look at this, you'll see the website I've pointed out here, which is the website for the capstone course, and just gives you a chance to see videos of the camp and what counseling is like at the camp. So if you've never seen something about Kiwanis Camp, you'll want to have a look at that. Here's kind of a quick overview then of the project. As I said, we're in summer and fall of 2019. We're done by December of this year. I'm the advisor. I can't really tell you how many of these I've done, Sam, but I've done a lot of them. And I was a counselor at the camp myself, starting at age 13, 51 years ago. So I've been tied and connected to the camp for a long time.
That's remarkable, Ann.
What does that say?
Yeah, so basically, I have a question. So that
yes.
My understanding is that the students do the Kiwanis Camp experience in summer.
Right.
And then they take the classes during that following fall. So it would be this upcoming fall.
That's right.
And, it always fills quickly, as you say here, but that you serve as a counselor.
Right.
But then you also are doing a research project connected to your experience and the collaboration.
Exactly.
What a great opportunity.
Beautiful said. Beautiful said. My email is also here. If you have any questions about this, do let me know. So I want to first give you a practical picture. And again, I think when you go look at this on the PowerPoint, it's going to be the easiest for you to see. But it's always important to have a sense of, well, what's really the schedule going to be? So the first thing is that we'll have a meeting in April. We'll find a time that works for everybody to get all oriented and know who's in the project. I do want people, if they want to do this project, to sign up quickly, because we've got to get you connected to the camp, and you've got to know what your summer plans are. What you'll be doing then is you'll be enrolling in a class, your research class, SPED 596, if you haven't taken it already, in the summer. The first 4 weeks of summer session would be the time for that. There might be an online option for that class, but probably it'll be the first 4 weeks of summer session. And then you'll be up at camp for 2 weeks with a weekend off in between, which in summer session is basically weeks 5 and 6 of summer session. So you'll go up there about July 20th and go home from camp about August 2nd, and you will have the weekend off in between. Then we'll do some work for our project from then until school starts. You might well be in your first teaching job and starting up your first teaching position or coming back into a position. So anything we do for the project then will be on your own time. You'll have a lot of flexibility, because that's when you're going to get a chance to have a vacation yourself this summer if you choose this project. We come back then and we take 2 courses. We're going to meet on Monday nights, both classes, same night. And we do 2 classes. You'll do those with me. And those will be your Special Ed 597 and your Special Ed 506, the issues class and the research project class. And then by December, by God, we're done.
That's wonderful.
All right, that's the plan, and we're going to make it happen.
And so you have a couple of pros and cons, ways to help people think about this, and some about it looks like the project focus.
Right.
Nice.
Cannot keep this straight. I'm sure I'm driving you crazy. So every year we pick a project focus tied to the camp in some way. But you're going to really relate to this, Sam, because of your real interest in respite and how
Yes.
state funding is working, I've been real involved in this because I'm also part of the Think College program going on here at Portland State. There's big changes underway. There's even legislation right now underway about how funding's going to change for people with disabilities and their families in terms of access to the community. So this is all that non-school funding. It's going to also expand to be more available for families with younger children, not just for adults with DD in Oregon. So I've been talking to Melissa Pebley and Sue Burt and you, and we have got to get into the special educator program this information, and we actually ought to send it out to our graduates. Because if you know that info and know how to point families and students to it, you're empowering them in huge ways for their summers, for their time outside of school, and for all the years after school. So that's what our project is going to be.
That's a great focus.
Is to educate ourselves and educate our colleagues. And we know how busy special educators are, so we're going to do it in a way that really makes it accessible to the busy professional teacher.
Beautiful.
The camp needs the same information. So in that way, that's how it really benefits the camp.
Win-win.
Yeah.
So then, okay, pros and cons.
Yeah. I mean, you got to make this.
Who should do this project?
Right.
Yeah.
This is like one of the first times in the special educator program that you have a choice. You get to choose your project.
Right. An elective. Yeah.
Yes. And but I want to give you an idea of the pros and cons of choosing this one. I think some of the pros are people immediately kind of get excited to think, ooh, I would have my project done by December of this year. That sounds good. So that's definitely a pro. Another pro is that you will learn so much at Mount Kiwanis Camp about working with a variety of people. And I think it's such a joy to be working with people with more significant disabilities without having to be their teacher. You're just going to be their friend. You're going to be their counselor. You're just going to have fun. Your job is you have fun so that it's infectious and they have fun and everybody has fun. So camp is just that. It's camp.
Yes.
It's not IEPs. It's not having to teach somebody something. It's camp. That can be a lot of fun. But at the same time, you'll learn a great deal by doing that. And because you are going to devote 2 weeks of your life to being a counselor at camp, the research part of our project is much lighter.
This is a real intensive experience in and of itself.
It's
as kind of a research, action research. Yes, that makes sense.
Right, and you know, the master's committee of faculty here get that and say,
it's fair for everyone.
It's a lighter research load because they are devoting themselves to that 2 weeks of experiential learning.
Okay, and then who is this not good for?
Well,
what are the kind of cons of this? Or
it is not easy being a counselor. Even if you are an experienced special educator, we take over your life. You are living up there. You are working with undergraduates. You don't get to go home and have a beer. You are there for the week. You're home on the weekend and back again.
Yes.
It's just not for everybody to do something like this.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing it again.
Yeah, but you have to know if that, if you can, if that is feasible for you.
Right, and that's where I can come in, and people that have been involved in the camp can come in to really help you understand what it's about. Okay.
Yes.
Then I think the second con is many of you might be going into your very first teaching position in the fall, or you're coming into the second year of a teaching position, and it could just be like one thing too many to also be doing coursework while you get started. Now, many, if not hundreds, of new special educators have done this project with me in the past. We will all help each other, and we will get it done.
It's geared towards those students. You are mindful of them.
I'm utterly mindful of that.
Okay, that's really a nice disclaimer, but also shows that it's important just to address it.
Right.
Good.
So got to know yourself. that yeah, I could do this, or better I wait, because again, you have choices. You could do this one in a future year after your first year of teaching, or you could choose one of the other terrific projects.
Yes. Well, that's terrific. So people can reach out to you directly to show interest.
Yes.
And we're going to have our annual survey, but that we want to encourage them to interface with you.
Yeah.
And then this is the guide.
I grabbed this off our desk in the lobby. We started adaptive bike program.
Oh.
And we're really doing some cool. So the whole thing of adaptive recreation, we've adapted saddles, zip lines. You name it. We've adapted it, and it's kind of exciting to have this as well. So you get to learn a lot about those things.
Well,
I'm done.
Great. Yeah, that's hopefully this is helpful as an introduction, and some of you will be able to interface with Ann directly. Others will be emailing, and so thanks for listening about this exciting project.
Thank you for your time.